We're back to Monday again. Time is flying at the moment. Why is that? Why do some days pass faster than others? I don't get it. I know they don't technically pass any faster, but it certainly feels like it. So everybody's back to school today, everybody apart from Luke. He's around all day, don't know what he's planning on doing. The dog's digging for something. He seems to have found something. I'm off to get my hair done, thank goodness, because it's looking particularly grey and grotty and horrible. So I'm quite excited about that. Do you mind? It's pouring with rain this morning, but that's okay because I've got a good excuse to drive the children to school because I'm going on to the hairdressers afterwards. So I don't have a problem with that. Dorothy's just come downstairs. I had to wake her up this morning. Good morning.
Mum, this pony's alive and she's a princess.
She's alive and she's a princess. What's her name?
Starlight.
Wow.
She told me.
She told you? Have you made friends with her then? Good for you, because I bet she's a bit nervous in this world that she doesn't understand. Yeah. Nice to have a friend. I think you might get wet on your den building trip today.
Yeah.
Don't you?
It might be cancelled.
Well, I hope not. Mind you, it's one thing dealing with one wet child, it's another thing dealing with 60 wet children, isn't it? I don't mind you getting wet. Oh.
I'll have to wear my coat today.
Yes. Right, I'm gonna let you go slippy slidey now. 1, 2, 3. Whee! Right, go and do a wee, please.
Okay. Right there, Starlight.
I get really good cuddles off of her in the morning. It's lovely. Albert, on the flip side, wakes up like that. So he's a bit like I do, actually. So he's awake and on fire and off he goes, whereas she's all cuddly and cutesy and lovely. It's really, really nice. So, time to get on. I'm going to put a bit of makeup on this morning because most days I'm not really that bothered. But if I'm going to have to sit and look at myself in a mirror for 2 hours, I'd rather not look like this. Well, new salon, newish hair, new hairdresser, absolutely thrilled, so pleased. I'm not very good at things like this. I'm not very good at colour, I'm not very good at describing what I want and how I feel, and some hairdressers can take the little bits you give them and interpret it and give you what you like. Others understandably find it difficult if you're not being explicit. Other people completely misinterpret it and go mad. This lady, she was just wonderful. She seemed to get straight away that I didn't quite know how to explain myself. She was very forthcoming with ideas, predominantly about the colour because I am so grey. And I'm just absolutely over the moon. It looks healthy. I'm admiring myself in the viewfinder. It looks healthy and shiny and warm and just beautiful. The other nice thing that I really liked, and I think it's very important when you're somewhere for sort of 2+ hours, the environment was lovely. It was very peaceful, which I personally like in a salon, and not everybody does, but it was very peaceful. It was clean as a penny, just sparkling, shiny, which is also quite important. But the lady herself, oh, she was a dream. I loved her. She was brilliant. She had this, she was probably a similar age to me. She had this sort of funky thing going on, great hairstyle, brilliant fashion sense, really just funky. And she was lovely to talk to, really nice to talk to. So to get the combination of a salon that you like, a hairdresser that does a good job, or a job that you like, and then one that you enjoy talking to as well, that's fantastic. I'm so pleased. Can you tell? So I shall leave a link at the bottom for anyone who's interested in what the salon actually is, whereabouts it is and anything like that, and who the lady that I saw was. So if you're interested, you can look that up. But I just feel $1 million, and that's what people underestimate when you say you're a hairdresser or a beautician, or you're not just giving someone a good haircut or giving them nice nails. You're helping them to hold on to their self-esteem and their pride. And no, maybe not everybody needs it. Some days I like makeup, some days I don't. Some days I feel like I need it, other days I don't. But there's no harm in needing it or wanting it. And for the people that do that and can give you that, that's priceless. We fight, we go through our lives fighting not to compare ourselves to other people, to feel proud of who we are, to measure ourselves on our behaviour and our attitude, not our appearance. But there are moments. We all like to look nice, we all like to feel nice. For me in particular, having been very, 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 very big for very, very, very many years, I find it particularly satisfying to be content with what I can see in the mirror. And the lady today, she's done more than just make me content. She's made me feel really proud and girly and feminine and youthful, and I'm gushing. Can you tell I'm happy? Anyway, I'm off to drive home now and have some lunch, and then go out in the rain and get my beautiful hair wet when I pick up the kids. I'm just so pleased. I'm just so pleased. Well, the kids are having donuts, which is the extremely yucky, messy pudding. But they've eaten beautifully, good attitudes with their dinner, so that's not a problem. I have decided that one of the most complicated things about having your teenage son home for 12 weeks, 12 weeks, is the food. Because I'm not the best mum when it comes to my kitchen. I'm quite proprietorial over it. I am not keen on the children doing anything in it, which I know I know that's not really very good. I'm supposed to be teaching them to cook and blah blah blah. But I just don't. Oh, please don't wipe your hands on your clothes. Go and wash them in the tap, darling. Have you had enough? You may not have one of those, but you could have a little one of those.
First, can I have a drink?
Yeah, of course you can have a drink. So I'm not the world's best mother when it comes to teaching my children to cook. Which is fine until you have a child that's home a lot and wants to eat permanently. And then that gets awkward. And it would have been quite useful if he could cook. So I just think I need to be a bit more... Yes, you may. on the ball and make sure that there's always some leftovers in the fridge. So I shall rustle up some kind of bolognese type, fridge gravelly type concoction to shove in the fridge so that that's there for tomorrow. But other than that, it's been a really good day. Life's good, isn't it, Dee? I have absolutely no idea whether I have filmed any kind of ending to today.
So they'll watch it and it just stop dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the extremely spontaneous, completely unplanned or premeditated ending.
Plan B.
Yeah. I'm tired today.
I ought to be exhausted because I've just done cubs and they tend to run you ragged, but I'm still...
You're firing.
Yes,
Your synapses are firing. I don't do sympathy.
No.
We've been married some time. I forget how long now. We've been married some time. He still doesn't get it. I don't do sympathy. Are you bleeding from your orifices? Have any of your limbs... Still have to check. Oh my god. Oh. My rule of thumb, and I say this to the children, my arm's getting really sore now, is either you're bleeding from the orifices or your limbs have fallen off. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. No, that wasn't funny. The teenagers call him the sit-down comedian, and there's a very good reason for that. One good joke every month, that's about all we get.
There's some comedians that don't even achieve that.
Well, that's true. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this, except I suppose to say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Right.